So today we're going to be looking at Raya and the Last Dragon trailer. I'm super excited about this. And what I want to do is I want to take a look at the lighting. Now, this is my disclaimer at the beginning. All opinions shared in this do not represent any company that I work for. All of these opinions are my own. And I want to take a look at the beautiful lighting that's going on in the teaser trailer. So if you haven't seen it yet, I'm going to play it without, there's going to be no audio. I'm going to stop and give feedback on it. So I would recommend perhaps watching it somewhere else and then coming back here to check out the awesomeness of the lighting. Okay, here we go. So for starters, they've got a very cool intro that looks, it's usually they're used to the castle, but here we have a unique architecture. Look at the lighting that's focusing up around the top here. We've got some warm values of the setting sun versus the cool values down below. We've got a haze down here that's really focusing our eye up towards the top here. And we've got a lot of aerial perspective and atmospheric fall off going back to really sell the sense of scale, as well as that gobo light. Okay, so I'm gonna go through this opening a couple times because I want to talk about the introduction of this character. So boom, first shot, just a lot of rim light, a lot of darkness in here. We don't know much about this character other than we're getting a slight indication here. Then we get some detail stuff. We see some weaponry. We see this door. We see gloved hand, lots of rim. We see this bracelet. We see the rear of the character with rim light. We see, just detail stuff being lit by this beautification lighting that's highlighting some of these features. Then we get the eye. I do want to focus on this shot right here because this is kind of a classic animated film look where it's like, you have to ask yourself at this point the question of whether or not you want to match like a photorealistic lighting example or whether or not you want to tell this story. So what they leaned on here is, and the reason why I say that is we've got a lot of blue light in the scene here, and we've got this gold element, complementary colors. When you hit a gold element with a lot of blue light, what's going to happen? It's going to wash out and go gray. But I'm guessing, I don't know nothing about this movie. I'm not providing any insider information because I don't have it. But basically, that gold amulet on her hairband is, my guess is it's going to be a pretty important story point because they've decided to completely keep it on its hero color, this beautiful golden color, maybe shift it a little bit towards the cool. Maybe just, they just put in a slight bit of that rim light there, but kept it in its hero colors because in this short shot, we really want to read it. And there's like fling fling of light going across it. Makes no sense for the scene. There's not a UFO flying through and causing that motion light. It's just to beautify it and make it look pretty. Now we've got this great shot of character lighting where we've got it flanked off at the top there. Oh, lost it, sorry. We've got it flanked off at the top there and just really zeroing on the eyes. Now look at this. This is what we always teach. Sclera, iris, pupil, separated. Eyeding, a little bit of reflection in there, just lots of shaping, lots of variation in there. Perfect stuff. Now let's look at this shot. What is she running toward? The lightest part at the end of the tunnel. And now look at this last shot. How are we going to read her in this super quick shot? Dark over light, dark shape. Again, we haven't seen her in her entirety yet. She's still a mystery. Dark over light, dark over light, dark over light. And then she enters this space. This is such a cool shot for a couple of reasons. Number one, we know nothing about what's happening over here, but just by this hint of light here on the side, this cool light, we're mashing it to what we were seeing in the previous shot. So this is her entering a totally different space. But out here is a separate space. So this is a transition. Look at the light on the inside. It's all warm. And one of the things that you have to notice is look at the specular highlights on the ground and kind of hitting across here. If you feel moisture in there, right? Like it feels, it's not just diffuse light. There's moist, warm light kind of flickering around the side. Then we go to this, more detail stuff. Now we finally get the character reveal. Now we finally see her face. Again, good shaping going across. Lots of beautiful key light, lots of strong lighting. We've got a light element here, light element over here that's framing up a darker section and then allowing her lighter form to pop off of that. Guess what we're supposed to look at in this shot? Boom, this door at the end. We've got a little indication of her just so we know where we are in the world, but like the light at the end of the tunnel is literally leading us down there. So now she heads down there. She sees this little guy. I like this shot too because they did something pretty cool with it, which is like when the character is in this balled up form, the lighting is pretty consistent on it. It's just good shaping, good fall off from left to right. But the second the character opens up, it's all of a sudden like, because it's cooler here Then all of a sudden, boom, the warmer hero color pops out. So it's a nice like popping element and it feels different. So you make an assumption about this and then this is something else. But that was kind of cool. Love this as the character's moving along. You see it moving in and out of light and dark patches, which emphasizes the scale and the motion and the like. It kind of, because this is kind of an amped up teaser trailer where it's like there's a lot of drum beat motion and it kind of is hitting that visual rhythm that we're hearing from the audio. Oh, love this shot. Look at this. So we've got one of those patches of light now. It just so happened that our character stopped perfectly in one and allowed all this to go into dark and the foreground to go into dark to focus on this path right in here to really focus in on this character and the gaze of this guy looking down at him. And notice how the light rolls off as we go from front to back along him. So it's like this is brighter, so we can really just focus on this connection point between these two characters. This is a nice little, we've got the warmth of the light back here. So we've got cool over warm now, which is a unique thing to do with the character lighting. Again, we got that light patch rolling here, going through light and dark patches, hitting our wall. She sees it, got a little comedy thing. And then boom, look, more light focus right here in the middle of this wall. And that pairs up to what we were seeing a few shots ago. Now, again, she's dark over light. She looks at this. This is all dark back here to focus our attention here in the middle. Pulls that out, stabs that in, twists it, rotating, cool, cool, cool. Detail, detail, detail. Moana, of course, yeah, of course we know who Disney is. Very cool. Look at the, again, specularity on these stairs. Look at the specularity in here. Not a lot of, there's some diffuse variation, but it's all the specular light. Very cool thing here. This is a good hero on a quest shot. This is an Indiana Jones shot of her stepping into the light, stepping into the adventure, going towards something. So now we've got this bright light. We've got these purple things in the environment bouncing off. Now look at the eye ding on her. It's not just a random ding. It's that specific highlight. It's that reflected back in her. Okay, now this guy pops in. Look at it. Just a rim light. Same mysterious entrance that she had. She's being frontally lit. He's being rear lit. Obviously adversaries, different lighting styles. Now we go back into some detail stuff. Check out the handle of her sword. Again, not a lot of detail on him. Just a little bit of the eyes, a little bit of teeth, and then this rim light. And then she pops in. We get this exterior scene. Super bright, super sunny. This is something we see students struggling with or just missing the opportunity to really push the overall bright value and the bounce value in these vast exterior spaces on a bright sunny day. Focusing on that, we got some silhouette stuff that kind of hide that these are just statues. Want to talk about these handful of shots? I'll play them first. So it's just dun, 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 right? Okay, so we've got like 5 shots in rapid succession there. What does that mean as a lighter? That means you, like, let's take a look at a couple of these. So like this shot, there's one shot in here. Let's look at this. This shot, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 frames. You have 6 frames. That's a quarter of a second, less than a quarter of a second to get the audience to look what we need. What do we need them to see? We need to see her making this motion and we need to see his leg jumping. Look how bright that rim light is. We're overselling it at that point to really get that action to read. Because like if you play it in motion, it is so fast. Because again, all we need to see here, legs, lots of rim, rim light there, rim light here, rim light down the back. Everything else can go dark and out of focus. So it's all rim light just to get the motion, get the silhouette, see the action. Love this shot. This is a very standard thing, not standard, but it's a thing that's often done in like the Marvel movies. You saw this in Black Panther where we've got different groups that are signified by different things. In this film, it's like you obviously see that these characters are this kind of aqua green color. We've got yellow over here. We've got magenta here. We've got kind of a purple gray over here, and then a cream to white over here. And I'm guaranteeing that, and again, I don't know anything about this movie, but as you go through them, like these colors are going to be so important to those groups. Again, actiony stuff, just lots of rim light to get the read. Got this humming along. Silhouette, like look, I almost just drew straight on the screen. Look at how pretty this rim light is. The silhouette of the dark over light on this character. Just lots of goodness to go through here. Again, all we need here is just a little bit of the silhouette of her shape, followed up by just that amount of light creeping around her face to read her expression. Then she can pop up. Whoa, look at this. God rays coming up here. Like all of this is, there's a big thing that's like look at his leg, her body. It's all focused in this one region, like slashing down the side. So much anticipated action there. Very cool shot there. And then from here at the end, we've just got some, like nice shaping going around there. Beautiful shot. That's a very difficult lighting scenario, which is a character with a big hat. So lots of shadow being cast across here, but they've lifted her eyes with bounce light to really get those to pop in the dark region there. And then we just got some logo stuff. That's pretty. Even the logo itself needs to be lit up. So look at the light to dark fall off there, getting the texture in here. I'm guessing that texture is going to play a large role in the film, getting that gold on the Disney look good. And then of course, at the end of an animated trailer, we always want to throw in a little one that's like serious and seems super actiony. We want to make sure that everyone knows it's fun. So like I said, super excited about this movie. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think for our industry, it's just great to see us still churning out, still making films in the COVID world, which is really, really important, and it makes animation unique in that capacity. So I hope you all are excited about this film too. And yeah, I'm just, like I said, I just can't wait for it to come out. So if you have any comments, if you see anything that I missed, make sure you throw it in the comments below, and I will definitely take a look. So thank you all for taking a listen, and have a wonderful day. All right. Happy lighting, everybody.